Well, hello, New York. How are you guys doing today? I can't hear you. How are you doing today? Good. Much better. All right. First of all, I want to say we're a little amped up because we were totally late getting here, which is all my fault. But the kids are actually, this group is 7th grade. The program is for 7th and 8th. So these kids that I brought today are just 7th grade. The 8th graders are graduating, so they're kind of, in summer mode already. But basically, I'm not going to speak too much right now. We're going to do a little skit, and then we'll leave a lot of time for questions. So start thinking of questions now if you're curious about the program. Our school website is www.sspjschool.net. If you want to find out more, my website is teacherhaines.com, Haines. There's a tab there for MicroInterns where we have articles and testimonials and slideshows and things like that you can see. You can follow me on Twitter at George_Haines, Haines, or follow the MicroInterns with an S, MicroInterns with an S. And outside of that, I'm going to introduce Megan and Caitlin, who are going to be our narrators, and you'll see what we have planned for you. So Megan and Caitlin, come on out.
Hey guys, I'm Megan, and I'm one of the kids who got the privilege to become a micro-intern for the companies Techstars and Yodel. We had so much fun and learned a lot of things about online marketing and social media. We saw that many companies in the past are different from what they are today. One big lesson we learned is how real-time communication helps businesses. Here are examples of an old cupcake shop called Luddite Bakery and a new company that uses the real-time web cupcake style.
Companies in the past have had the same quality as the ones today, but they were harder to communicate with, as you will see with this company. Let's take a look at how the Luddite Bakery operates.
Hello, I'm here to pick up an order. The name is Michael.
Get this man his cupcake now.
Oh, thanks.
Great,
I can't wait.
Don't care, you're holding up the line.
Well, that was interesting. Now let's see how Cupcake Stop works.
Let me check Twitter. Oh, Cupcake Stop is right down the block.
Why, hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Great. I'll have 1 strawberry cupcake and 1 devil's chocolate cupcake, please.
Come right up.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Mike is excited to finally try his cupcake, but he sees he has the wrong order. He'd like to fix it, however, what he doesn't know is how hard it's going to be to find a way to communicate with them.
And what? This isn't my order. I paid a Lincoln and 2 Washingtons for this. I better contact this place to get the right order.
Jameson has a problem too. His friend asked him for a devil's chocolate cupcake, but meant to ask for a regular one. Let's see how Cupcake Stop handles it.
What? You wanted regular chocolate? I'm sorry, I'll see what I can do. What am I gonna do? Oh wait, they have Twitter.
Social media has had a great impact on customer service. Before the internet, it was much harder to connect with businesses.
Great. I got the answering machine.
Our service hours are open from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekdays. We are closed on the weekends. Remember, don't be a dud, shop at the Lud.
Great. That is just great. Let's see if they're on Twitter. No. I give up.
But at Cupcake Stop, customer service is easy with social media.
I'll just tweet them and see if they can fix it.
10 seconds later.
Wow, look at that. A tweet from the CEO.
Hello. I understand there was a problem with your order. Why don't you come down to our shop down the block and we can help you fix it?
Wow, how great is that? Hashtag awesome.
So as you can see, social media is a game changer in customer service. We'd love to answer any questions you have about our program.
These are 7th graders? Yeah, 7th graders. Wow. So just so you guys know, we went to Techstars for the startup incubator in the city for 1 day, and the one thing that kind of doesn't get reported about this is that these students did all this stuff on their vacation time. So they got up like an hour earlier than we normally do for school, got on the train, parents paid for everything, and they spent a whole day working in the city for startup companies when other kids were sleeping in till 10:30, 11 and eating cereal by the TV. These guys were building products for New York tech startups. We also went to Yodel in April, also on vacation, same deal. And the 8th graders who were involved spoke at the 140 conference, Long Island. I brought these guys here today, and I'll kind of open it up to questions. We still have a few minutes. If you guys have questions, we'd love to answer them. Megan, why don't you choose?
Sure.
I am curious, do you text or do you talk on the phone?
Well,
Repeat the question.
Do you text or do you talk on the phone?
I would say I text more. I do call when I have to, but texting, I just... when I have to, I will call, but usually I just text. It's easier and faster.
Anybody else want to jump in on that? Any people who hate texting up on the stage right now?
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, that was an LOL right there. Okay, so next question.
Facebook.
She would.
Don't be bashful, guys. Jump out.
Yeah, we're
So far, I heard one answer. There's
I
8
said
of you.
Facebook, definitely.
yeah, we're probably about the same.
Yeah.
All the same. We use Twitter too. Twitter.
What was the last thing you tweeted?
Take that one. I think I tweeted, thanks for the cupcakes. Now we're on our way. We might be delayed a little, which we were. We came a minute before we started.
Literally.
Yeah.
Do you trust Facebook is the question. I think you're saying, do you trust them with your personal information? And
Given their recent privacy issues, is that something that you're aware of or care about?
are you afraid they're going to share your personal info with, corporations or whoever?
I think as long as you keep whatever you write and your photos appropriate and things that you want others to see.
I think that's the first time the word appropriate has gotten a round of applause, which is great. What else do we have? Questions? Do you follow brands on Facebook? Do you like brands?
Yeah, I do. I follow anything from like shoes or just any company that I like, anything really.
Big on my rappers, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and then my singers, Lady Gaga.
How would JB?
Meg, yeah, you pick. You're in charge.
I'm a big Nike fan. I'll go on like Nike ID. I'll design my own shoes. I just find that really fun with like the design settings, like design your own stuff. Although quite expensive, but it's a lot of fun.
Hang on, we have a question from the VIP section. Gio?
Gio, one question. Yeah, so what do you think the future's going to look like? What can we learn from you about how that we're missing? What do you see happening?
What advice, what would you like to see the future of social media be? What can people learn from the things that you guys want, from how you use it that might be different than how we tell you to use it or things like that?
Well, I think in the future we will learn like how easy it is to contact certain things. Like you could what you could take from our skit that in the olden days that you really.
That's right.
It was a lot harder to connect to businesses than it is now with Twitter. So that's what I think. Just easier to connect and connect with your friends.
No. 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 We're past that.
They email me because I'm part of the olden days crowd. So, yeah, sorry. He asked if they email. So,
No.
No, they should.
We're not allowed.
But you're allowed when? You're allowed to use smartphones in class when?
In your class.
Well,
Yeah,
technology
in your
class, Mr. Haines.
That's right. So,
When we were, at the end of the day, we went to Mr. Haines to practice the skit that we did. We used our smartphones, whether we...
as long as you're a micro intern, you get to use it.
Special privileges.
Meg, you have to start pick some hands. It's a pleasure. I mean, what is it like teaching these kids, working with these kids? It's an absolute pleasure. I mean, I've never been around a group, and especially this grade. I know if any other grades at my school are watching, I'm going to get like eggs thrown at my car. But this is one of the most competent grades of students I've ever worked with. And some of the things that we did in 5th grade, we connected with schools in Oman and Pakistan, and we planted a tree. We had social networking from grade 5 with these guys, and they're competent, and I trust them, and it's a pleasure to work with kids you can trust.
Just going down the line, how old were you when you first went on the internet?
6.
I'd say probably like 4.
6, 4, what? How much? 7.
7 or 8.
6.
5.
7.
Well, as soon as my dad taught me how to play solitaire, probably about 5.
This is what happened. Wow.
Questions?
There's lots of them all over the place.
Pick quick.
Pick them, because otherwise I will.
I was wondering, this is the technology class, but even though what your teacher has taught you about what's inappropriate, have other kids in your school gotten quote-unquote in trouble using social media, and how they learn their lesson?
So regardless of what we are taught in class, have any students, and don't name names, but have any other students gotten in trouble for their use of social media, inappropriate use?
I know someone in my class a few years ago got in trouble with something they posted, no picture or anything, but just something they posted. They got some detention, they learned their lesson.
Do your parents monitor your internet usage, and if so, how do they feel about it? How do you feel about it?
Well, my parents do monitor my internet, and I actually think it's a great thing that they do that because it keeps us on our toes, so we know not to do it. And I mean, we kind of deserve what we get if we do bad stuff.
It's an honest answer. Anybody else?
Like, for example, with Facebook, my parents weren't very happy with the idea of me getting an account, but I have all the privacy settings, and my mom got an account so she could monitor mine. So they are on top of things.
Do you own Blackberries or iPods or iPhones?
Take that one.
Android.
I got an iPhone. Chris over here, I lended it to him because I think he left his phone in the limo.
Yes. Yes,
So
we came here in a limo.
the blue one's mine right there. So.
How many, just show of hands, how many have a smartphone? How many have an iPod Touch? All right, it's just about 100% absorption. More questions? We still have a minute and a half.
Nothing.
He's scanning his apps to see if anything can pull him away from the audience of humans in front of him. Megan, pick somebody. What tips do you have for parents?
Just make sure you monitor their social media accounts and stuff like that to make sure they're safe.
I say if you're someone who checks your kids' Facebooks or social media networks, just keep doing it. And also make sure before they use it that there is a privacy setting, because you don't want anything getting out there, ruining a reputation for a family, anything like that.
Chris?
I also have something to add with the question about when did we first go on the internet and stuff. I think it shows you that the new generation of kids today are a lot more they're a lot more they use a lot more of social media and technology and stuff. And some of us went on at a really young age, and I've been using it for as long as I can remember. And you know, it's really cool.
How old are you?
13.
Give or take. All right, so I think that's about our cue. All right, so I just want to say thank you again to Jeff.
Thank you.
And thank you guys in the audience. Feel free to reach out to us at any time. We'll continue the conversation in the limo on the way back. So thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.